Hi, my name is Karin, and this is my story. I'm a mom of two. I have two girls, 4-year-old with OCD and 6-year-old with ADHD. When I discovered my youngest OCD, I also learned that I have had it my whole life, but I'll get into it later. Anyway, for the background, hmm, I got a master's degree in engineering. Then I worked a bit, got married. Took me a while to get pregnant. Then we started chasing this financial freedom idea and moved out of a big city to a cheaper place. By the time I had a toddler, I really enjoyed crafting with her and decided to start the craft box business. That did not pick up, and after having my second child, I switched to another business idea. Um, I got a really cool product idea from the craft box business and tried to sell it on Amazon. Took me a while to learn all that was necessary to do that, and I did it. I got it to Amazon, and it didn't work for me. And when that failed, I collapsed from a burnout and anxiety. All this time, while I was chasing success, trying to create a better life for my family, I completely neglected my own needs. I told myself that working on my business is me time. It was not. I already got disrupted sleep because my kids were small, and every moment I should have taken to rest, I put it in my business, doing completely mindless things that were on my to-do list just to get it done. And when the sick season hit, I basically saw my kids as obstacles. Not the thing I would like to say out loud, but I did. I basically blamed them for why I can't have nice things, why I still don't have my success. Because because they took time, because they took my time away. Like the need to do more was so overpowering. Like it was the key to my success. It was not. Now I know the real key to the success, and I'll tell you about it later. For that time, I felt like I was failing as a mother, as a wife, as me. I was. I felt like I wasn't good enough for anyone. Even I didn't love myself. I was a big pile of self-pity, and all I saw was what was lacking. Now add the stress over money to all of this. I lost a rather large sum of money on this Amazon thing. Now, by all means, don't take it as a sign that you can't succeed on Amazon. This was my story. Yours can be a successful one. Now, looking back, this was exactly the experience I needed to get to the point where I am now. And this takes me to my breaking point. I got 2 panic attacks. My marriage was on a breaking point, and my anxiety was through the roof. Every time I opened my laptop, I started shaking and wanted to run away. I just couldn't stand anything work related. I spent 3 days in bed crying, and thank God for my kids, because for them I got back up. And I'm also so grateful for my husband for just letting me be. And because for the next few months, I was emotionally absent. But in that moment, I told myself, this hustle and grind mentality clearly didn't work. It broke me. There must be a better way to do all this without killing myself. And I'm going to find it. I still wanted it all. To be the kind of mother my kids needed. To be the kind of wife I wanted to be. To have my own ambitions. To be able to rest and enjoy life as it came. After that decision, things started to shift. I was open to new solutions, new ways of being and thinking. The first thing I did was actually listen to my body, because the state I was in was emotionally absent for anyone. I could barely take care of me, let alone kids. There were days when I wanted to run away just to be alone. Two or more people speaking to me at the same time made me cry. Everything was overwhelming really easily. I just couldn't handle anything that wasn't slow and calm. And that was exactly what my life was guiding me towards. Slow and calm. Suddenly I found myself participating in a meditation challenge, creating those calm spaces for myself, because overwhelm was my biggest enemy. And suddenly I was all over the topic of subconscious mind and how our thoughts shape our reality. And I slowly started to reprogram my mind and letting go of the self-pity and choosing thoughts that empower me and drive me forward out of that hole I was in, because I really wanted out. Slowly I got back on my laptop and started finding ways how to save my business. And I focused on learning instead of just doing. I felt guided, like all the perfect things just unfolding in front of me, just there for the picking. The ideas, the opportunities, and all of this because I chose to listen to my heart, my intuition, more than my overthinking brain. And this intuition, we all have it, but do we listen to it? The feeling inside you that tells you if something is right or wrong. I bet you are remembering at least one moment in your life where your heart knew, but you chose your brain and you were wrong. The more I listened to it, the more it told me. At one point, I got this weird tension on my forehead every time before a triggering situation with my kids was about to occur. Imagine that. And when I learned to listen to it, it got so easy to remain calm. It also started to tell me when I needed to pay attention to something. Here comes the real key to success. It's not doing more, it's doing less. Because when you slow down, you create space for new ideas to come in. You create space for thinking and feeling things through. You create space for letting go of things that do not serve you. Space to fill your cup first, so you would never run out of love to give. You really have two options here: hustle and grind, fail, try again, maybe succeed, but it won't last because you were building it on a burnout. And the option two is to go slow, especially if you're aiming to be a present mother for your children. You go slow and steady and actually get to enjoy life while you get to your goal, while being guided by your intuition and flowing with obstacles, because most of the time the obstacles are there to tell you to slow down, to rest, or focus on something else anyway. It's really for your own protection. It's the opportunity to really think things through instead of just mindlessly forcing your way to something that maybe even wasn't for you. Because the God, the universe, speaks through you, through your intuition. You just need to listen. It's not about doing things you think are right, doing things what others expect you to do. It really is about creating the life that you want to live. I created something for me, and I did it by slowing down, by showing gratitude towards things I already had. And I had a lot. But in that burnout moment, I only saw the things I didn't yet have. And I can help you create an amazing life for you and your family too. In your way. This was my story. You just have to decide how you would like to feel in your life. But the steps are nevertheless the same. But it all starts with slowing down, gratitude, and listening to your body, your intuition. Because your heart knows what's best for you. And once you have decided what you want, you already know in which way you need to start going, what you need to let go of. In that moment, it becomes easy. But it was only after I had done the deep work of healing myself that I discovered something unexpected about my daughter. She has OCD. And the moment I realized it, something clicked. I recognized the patterns. They were not unfamiliar. They were mine too. I had lived with these tendencies my whole life, but always wrote it off as being a perfectionist or a Virgo. But suddenly, I saw it clearly. And I made a powerful decision in that moment. I will not see it as a disorder. I'm going to see it as a gift. Because this unique way of thinking, seeing the world, the need for detail and order, was the very thing that helped me create this structure and mindset tools that helped me come out of the burnout and find my balance. And since I had empowered myself into healing, I realized that what if it isn't something to fix, but something to understand, embrace, and empower. My oldest daughter has ADHD. She's creative, brilliant, big-hearted, and wildly misunderstood by this system. But now that I know what I know about mindset, emotions, nervous system regulation, and intuition, I am no longer trying to fit my kids in a broken system. Instead, I'm helping them to see their strengths. I'm parenting them as a whole beings, not problems to be solved. And I want this for you too, because when you learn how to regulate your own nervous system, stop passing down guilt, blame, shame, and burnout, you become the steady, loving guide your neurodivergent child has been waiting for. You heal, they rise, and the cycle of inherited trauma ends with you. And after everything I have been through, the burnout, healing, awakening, discovering my own and my child's neurodivergence, something in me knew that this wasn't just about my story. This was a path meant to be shared. Because I know I was not the only mother who has felt that she was drowning while doing it all. I know I'm not the only one who has questioned whether she's failing her children. And really, she just needed rest, support, and a different way. So I started building exactly what I felt I needed back then. A community of moms, especially those of neurodivergent children, who are ready to stop the cycle of burnout, release guilt, and begin living from a place of intuition, calm, and inner power. This isn't just about parenting tools. This is about becoming the woman you were always meant to be. So you can model strength, love, and authenticity in a world that often doesn't understand them. In this community, we slow down to reconnect with ourselves. We share our stories, support one another, and learn practical tools to heal, shift our mindset, and lead with love. Because when a mother heals, the entire family transforms. So if my story touched something in you, if you are ready to start thriving instead of surviving, I would love to invite you into the space I have created. It's more than just a program. It's a sanctuary, it's a movement, and it's just getting started. Join me and other heart-led mothers inside the Ambitious Mom Mindset community. Let's rise together because we were never meant to do this alone.